I think we're ready to make our picks. But first, we got a whole gang of folks over at warchant.com on our staff that want to let their voices be heard. Let's turn to them now for their game predictions between Florida State and Georgia Tech.
Greetings from Ireland. I am outside City Hall in Cork. Going to make our way to Galway and then, of course, to Dublin, where in a few days Florida State will be taking on Georgia Tech. Hey, in this game, I got my prediction. I do think it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle than I think will be comfortable with a lot of FSU fans. That being said, the Noles will get the job done. I think that running game will be ready to roll. That offensive line has experienced a lot of good runners. And I do think, of all things, defenses travel. It's a long travel from Tallahassee to Dublin, but I think they'll get the job done. I think there'll be too much for Georgia Tech. Florida State will eke it out, won't cover the spread. I like the Noles 27, Georgia Tech 20.
It's your guy Ira reporting from the cliffs of Moher over here in Ireland, and I like Florida. The view from here says that Florida State's going to win this football game. I'm going to go Florida State 38, Georgia Tech 21. I think it's going to be a good game in the first half. I think the Noles will pull away in the second half.
Yeah, it's me. Who'd you think? Geno's, Howard Beach, New York. I've been traveling all day. Tallahassee to JFK got delayed, for which our friends at Aer Lingus gave me a coupon. Look at that, $10 off for a 2-hour delay. I decided to get out of the airport. Let's go have a slice of pizza, Tommy. That's what I did. So we're in Howard Beach. It's a beautiful thing. That's how the week begins. It's Sunday. Full week of Dublin ahead of me, but when it ends, and it ends with 0-0s on the clock in the fourth quarter, we've got us some good news in the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. Florida State wins by 2 scores, although it's lower, the total, than the experts think. 27-17 is your final score. I'm exhausted. That red wine was good. The Guinness will be better.
So I'm through one half here in Dublin. I'm winning 70-14 as Florida State over Georgia Tech. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be the score in real life. I have Florida State winning this game 35-21. I think the key and the thing I'm most excited to watch is see how these linebackers do against that rushing attack that Georgia Tech has. Again, a really good rushing attack. I think that's going to be the key when it comes to this game is how well Florida State stops that run. But I'm pretty confident in the offense, pretty confident in the Florida State rushing game that Florida State's going to pull this one out.
What's up, guys? Ben Spicer holding it down here in Tallahassee. Hey, I think this is going to be a week 0 game in every sense of the meaning. I think there's going to be some moments that maybe make you grab another Guinness out of the fridge or at the game or wherever you're watching at, and maybe some surrender Cobras here and there. But all in all, I think Florida State finds a way to get it done. They come back here with the dub, 31-17 Noles.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now it's our turn, everybody. Saturday, Dublin, Ireland, Aviva Stadium, the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. High noon back here on the East Coast in America on ESPN. Florida State taking on Georgia Tech. 11.5 as we sit here and talk about this game, Jeff Cameron. You can either tell us if they're going to cover or not, but we like the score predictions. That'll tell us enough that we need to know there. So without further ado, Florida State, Georgia Tech opener. Can Florida State keep this winning season openers thing streak going?
I think they do, and I think it's a pretty close game into the second half, but I like Florida State to win it 34-20.
Okay. Corey Clark, how do you see this one playing out? I know you got a lot of confidence in Florida State.
I'm right there with Jeff. I predict like a 31-21 type score, and I do think we think that that Georgia Tech will bring a lot of pressure because they have to. I'm really excited to see when that happens. Toa Feely and Jalen Lucas out in space, one-on-one with somebody that's trying to cover them, because Mike Norvell is very, very good at the short little passing game action. And he's got some real weapons that can take advantage of a defense like that. So I'm predicting one huge play off a pass like that. Just throwing that out there. 31-21.
Okay.
Corey's calling it for a touchdown on the screen. Little screen pass out there in the flats.
I'm going to say Jalen Lucas, a touchdown in the neighborhood of 60 yards.
Okay, I like it.
I feel like that would hit the under. I think the number that both of you guys have done, right, Jeff? I'm going to go with the under on this. I know this was a high octane offense that was cranking out 30 points at will last year, but they obviously lost a lot of that production. I can't imagine Florida State's defense allowing 20 points in an opener, even though I'm worried that Haynes King might be the next best thing or whatever. I'm going to go 24-17 Florida State wins.
Well, that means all three of us took the under. That over-under currently sits at 56.5. I came the closest to reaching that with my point total, but all three of us have this as an under. And that's because what? First games, guys. It could be sloppy, could be weird. And this is a different setting. They've never played over there, obviously. In the fields, it seems like to me whenever teams go play football, whether it's the NFL or college, overseas, especially in Europe, they slip and slide all over the damn place. I don't know why the grass is so different over there, but everybody's always slipping. So I could see this being low scoring.